But tell me, what's your outlook on the space as an investor?
In your space,
Coffee, non-alc.
Craft beverages.
Why did you invest in Subko, for example? What was the rationale?
I like how specific Rahul is. Normally, when you invest in a brand, it pivots a bunch of times. I think Rahul is so specific that everything follows a certain language, and he's not willing to compromise on that for anything. I think that level of specificity, there's a difference between craft and art, right? I feel similar about some other people I know who I work with. They almost go to the art point that they become so anal about what they're building that somebody can give them the business case of changing it, but they won't because they believe in it so much. Rahul's a bit like that, which is...
And you've seen that type of behavior lead to good financial outcomes.
Yeah. Over time, in the long run, not in the short run. See, in the short run, novelty sells. In the long time, I think specificity like that sells.
Authenticity.
Yeah, I think so. But as an investor, I like the coffee space. Like I said, gives you a high, legal, societally accepted, crazy addictive. I didn't drink coffee 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
Now I feel like crap if I don't have 2 coffees
Yeah.
a day.
What were you doing before that?
I didn't drink coffee.
Tea, like what? No caffeine?
I used to have green tea. Somebody had sold me the concept that green teas are very healthy. Like everything in life, it's cyclical. Now when I look at a green tea bag, I think microplastics.
Yeah, of course.
But back then, green tea, I used to drink it. I used to put it on my face. I used to just play with it. But yeah, coffee is hard to stop drinking.
Yeah.
It's such a big thing. I think that alone, it's like nicotine almost, caffeine. You know?
The other thing in the space is, especially for us, which is alcohol adjacent, and with this whole balance of what happens if people start drinking less alcohol and all of that and developing alternate products for them. Long term, this is also very transaction heavy. Like you see a lot of transactions happen in this space. So for anyone who's planning to enter this space, also see, again, like a resource like a BevNet or something, see the kind of acquisitions and all happening in this space. Because that's also a very interesting thing to look long term. And I won't be surprised if tomorrow quick commerce company only starts acquiring, right? Rather than doing their own white label.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of opportunity I see somewhere down the line for that.
Acquihires, like
acquisitions.
Like they'll acquire you and then they'll get you run it as well, right?
No, I'm talking brands. It's just that India's not seen too many beverage acquisitions yet. Great examples of it apart from, I think Thumbs Up would have been the last big one.
Bindu.
Yeah.
Jeera Fizz.
Yeah.
That's
and a
another
couple of
brand.
Jeera ones. But like Raw Pressery wasn't that great. So
Yeah.
we've not seen that much till now. But the space will be ripe for a lot of those kind of transactions.
Where I think the world is also going, the last fortnight I was in Switzerland. We have this thing every year called the World Economic Forum. So I spoke to so many Europeans and Americans. Everybody was talking about one thing, Trump, how the world is going to become more fragmented than we know than we know how the world has been in the last couple of decades. If he stops foreign brands from having a free market and selling there, other countries will reciprocate. And I feel like if India were to start reciprocating against the Cokes and Pepsis, I feel like the use case for the craft industry in India, that becomes the inflection point.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm all the more bullish on this industry for that reason. But net, there's some patriotic element in me where not just in beverages, but it could be a clothing brand, it could be a food brand, it could be anything, sneakers, electronics. As far as I can discount 5% in quality and buy Indian, I would generally buy Indian. 5% in quality or a premium in price, I try.
I'm of the same opinion, fully.